Because my suggestions for campaign finance reform are falling onto deaf ears with our political candidates, I have decided to offer up another suggestion after watching the presidential debates this past week. I believe all of our presidential candidates should be required to go to a social skills group hosted by one of our many talented counselors or social workers. So I'm broadcasting today from our social worker and counselor's office. They are wonderful, and they could teach our candidates some things. Gathering them all together in one small space for a social skills group. They would start out with a yarn ball game, where they start a yarn ball and they pass it to person, unraveling it, and you have to say something nice about the person who passed you the yarn ball. This will be very helpful to our presidential candidates because they will be required to say something nice about another person. Then they can play Candyland. It will teach our presidential candidates to take turns and to compromise because we know they're going to fight over who gets to be Princess Lolly. So Candyland will be excellent for them to learn skills such as taking turns, being patient, and compromising. Then we can pull out the big guns in social work and counseling, and we can let them have some puppet play where they get to act like they are the puppets. And we will teach them a very important skill, which is called when you, then I. That's where the candidates have to explain things by starting out by saying when you, and then explaining how they feel by saying then I. When you cut me off on the stage, then I feel sad that you are not listening to me. They can end with a social skills story. The social skills story helped to teach a lesson through a story, so the candidates will be able to relate to the way they're feeling with characters in a story. This is North Korea. This is their friend South Korea. They are not friends anymore. North Korea is very mean to South Korea. How do you think that makes South Korea feel? Can you think of anything North Korea can do to be a better friend to South Korea? I believe our social workers and our school counselors in our schools could teach a lot of lessons to our presidential candidates, and it would greatly benefit them and the whole United States.